Well, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome to the 2018 school year. Happy Labor Day. I hope you had a wonderful summer, and I wanted to welcome you back to the podcast and a new format. I'm mixing it up a little bit this year. So rather than the weekly ones that we did last year, as far as episodes, I'm going to move to a monthly format. So a little bit longer, but only once a month, and to cover a little bit more content. This first one here, I delayed it a couple days until after the Labor Day holiday, and I just want to be respectful of everyone's time and make sure I get through this as quickly as I can, but I do have some exciting new things to share with you today. So again, going forward, it'll be once a month, first of the month. I may move it a little bit like I did for Labor Day if there's a holiday involved or whatnot, but generally speaking, please stay tuned once a month, first of the month, for a new podcast, a new topic. So a couple things I wanted to share. Critical subjects this time of year, as you probably know, just a refresher, is 1, yearbook sales, and 2, coverage from day one. So school has either already started or just started today for you. We want to make sure we get everything covered, right? So we want to get pictures of the first day of school, any stories you might want to capture. We just want to make sure we have photographs and things ready to go, so when it comes time to learning the program or brushing up on the program, that you have all the content you need. We'll get to that later. But again, make sure we get everything covered. Second, really number one, is yearbook sales, right? What's the point of doing all this and working hard on this yearbook here if no one's buying it? So I wanted to offer a couple updates in that area, how we can help you more, and really focus kind of your first priority as school gets started here, if you haven't already, is yearbook sales, both in school, and I'm going to fill you in today on some things that we have to help you, some improvements from last year to help support your yearbook sales. So on that note, if you want us to do the same thing as last year as far as online sales, if we helped you or did your online sales, please send me a note and just say, hey, please activate my online sales same as last year, and I'll just take care of it for you. If there's any modifications, let me know that too, meaning moving a deadline or whatnot, we'll talk more about in a minute, changing the price, or maybe doing an early bird discount or any incentive, for your parents to buy early. Please let me know that as well. Call me, email me. But again, if it's as simple as do the same as last year, we're happy to do that. Please just send me a note. We want to get that set up right away. So it's not on unless we have a conversation and I activate it for you. So that's why I want to make this kind of our first priority. Happy to do it for you. I just need to hear from you and what you want me to do, and then I'll get it set up for you. So do let me know, please. Okay, moving on. For this year, many of you listening may have taken advantage of our awesome parent email campaign in the last couple years. We've made a lot of improvements over the summer, and I want to share some of those with you today. So for those of you not familiar with this program, it's an email campaign that we send out once a month who have not bought a book in your community for their students. So it's something that's automated. I'm going to show you some examples of it here in a minute. I have discussed this with many administrators and districts as far as, the very first question that comes up, and I'm happy to have that discussion with anyone in administration, is privacy. We take that very seriously. We do absolutely nothing else with this data except help you sell your books in the simple way that I'm going to show you here in a minute if you want us to. We don't share it. We don't sell it. We don't sell any other products. It's just for you and your yearbook if you want us to. So I just want to make that clear up front. That's the first question I get, and I'm happy to answer that in more detail. I can share our written FERPA policy that talks about that more in legal terms. So just let me know if you have any questions, or if you have an administrator who'd like to discuss it further. I'd love to have that conversation, because the fact is this program works. And it makes it easier for all of the parents at school to buy their book. They don't have to worry about sending a check. Is it going to get to school? Is it going to get to you as the yearbook advisor? And convenience. They can buy it at midnight if they want, when they have a free moment, like the rest of us as parents and working, and just time flies by. So an email comes out once a month if you haven't bought a book, reminds them subtly with some fun graphics, photographs, and they just click on a button. They don't need to even look for the school. It takes them right to the page to buy your yearbook for this year. So again, it's a great program. It's already started. So I want to share a couple things with you. Let me pull up a PDF here. Bear with me 1 second. Show you an example of it. A couple key phrases I just want to point out you're going to see as we talk. CTA stands for call to action, right? So the idea here is creating a sense of urgency. And the number one question I got last year for those who did take advantage of this program was, why is the deadline set to what it is, and why can't I change it? So I wanted to address that right away up front for this school year, explain a little bit, and how it works, and then some suggestions to work with it. So right off the bat, I want to mention this deadline. Let me just scroll down and show you an example. So as they come out, here's one's be coming out, or did come out. The September email, let me show you the next one here that's coming up here, September 15th. And you'll notice we have two different sets. These are geared more towards elementary, middle school. The photos, by the way, are from students all over the U.S., so it's student photography this year. The deadline, as you see here, September 15th, doesn't mean the yearbook sales are going to end. And that's the main question I got. The reason the dates are set, I just wanted to mention that they're not just guessed at or just kind of made up. They're based on a lot of research. We've hired some folks who really, their strengths are marketing, sales, and social media tools, email being one of them, social media outlets. We'll talk about that in a minute, support we have for that. So they've been picked very carefully. A lot of research has gone into it. School calendars have been looked at. Holiday calendars have been looked at. So please know that there's been a lot of thought process to picking dates that worked, and we fine tune it every year and we tweak it as we go. The beauty of digital marketing, so to speak, is we can adjust it as necessary. So know that we have professionals on our side that are doing this for you. So the dates can't be set or changed. So I just want to mention that right away. They're set for the whole year. I'm going to share with you a calendar, by the way, that shows you the whole plan for the school year. So it shows you here. So here we are in September, right after Labor Day. The next one goes out on Wednesday, the 6th. The next one after that is the 13th. The blue color here, the call to action, CTE, this is the deadline that's going to be on those calendars. So my suggestion, and the reason we have this PDF, and I'm happy to share it with you if you're interested, is a section for you to make plans. And my suggestion is to kind of mirror the things that we're going to be doing for you via email, maybe mirrored at school as far as having similar deadlines. Maybe a sale, if they buy it in the month of September, they get an autograph supplement or a cover of the yearbook, dust cover, anything you want. Just incentive, just like when we all go shopping, we love sales. Labor Day just ended. All the sales that happened over Labor Day, that concept here to yearbook. This PDF is one way to help you plan that for the year if you'd like. So those dates are set, as I said, but the beauty is they're laid out for the entire year, all up front, and we give those to you here and corresponding with major holidays and all that. So you can see when those emails are going to go out. You'll get a copy of it as well via email, holidays, and when the call to action is for them to click that button and buy the book. Okay, so let's jump back, and I'm going to show you a couple examples while I explain just a couple other highlights. So highlights for the school year. We already had one email send, but there are 26 in total. There's a Spanish option and one wild card version. And let's pause here and I'll just explain a little bit about the wild card. As I just explained, the deadlines are set. We also realize there's a need for at least one customized send. So a wild card is a single design that can be sent in lieu of the regularly scheduled email like this one here, okay? And the best use of this, the most common use we've seen in the past years, is a unique deadline, or maybe your sale needs to end earlier than we've laid out in that calendar over here, right? So you can make that your own, and we'll customize the last one so it concludes your sales to coincide with when you want to end selling your books at school, okay? Little side note, postcards are available. Many of you who are listening to this podcast may have used those in the past. That's where we custom print a printed postcard. We put the postage on, we send them out. As you might imagine, to print those and put postage on it, huge expense, and we've always covered that. I just want to let you know that the results on those have been not stellar, and they've been dwindling over the years. So heads up for the future, we will be discontinuing that. That is available this year still, but really this is where the results are coming from. So that's why I wanted to highlight this email campaign and let you know that's the strategy because it works. There's a track record now of it working. And again, not only is it working to help increase your yearbook sales, and that's what we're talking about, but boy, it just makes it easy for those in your community to buy the book. Again, they don't have to remember to send a check or come to school. They'll just get this friendly reminder once a month, about on average, if they haven't bought a book. And again, if they have, they're taken off that list and they can opt out. So if there's some parents who don't want this, there'll be a button that they can opt out as well right from the get-go, because we don't want to tick off people either. The idea is to help. But again, the beauty of just clicking this button at their convenience or calling the toll-free number, we have bilingual operators. Again, it can be in Spanish if you'd like, and they can buy their book whenever they have time to do it. So, it helps both of us. It helps you sell the book, and it makes it easier for the parents to buy the book. So just know that it's been well received and documented, and we tweak it every year to make it easier. In addition, we have some additional resources to help you in school. So in-school support materials include, I mentioned social media earlier, we have social media posts, web banners, so you can put a button and a banner right on your homepage, whether it's PTO, PTA, or the school webpage, to click here to buy the book for your school. Send and sell and create and share templates, more in eDesign online if you want to use that as well. So we also have sales posters and staff sales calendar, the one I just showed you earlier, to help plan your sales at school to, again, complement what we're doing for you with email and at the Order Center online. There's a tracking chart to help and some best practices as a resource guide to help any sales efforts you might be doing at school. Another comment, a little change, minor change, but just mention it and show you why. The colors, last year we would pick school colors and mascot. You can still do a mascot if you want to add a school mascot. But the school colors we're not doing this year because what we've done, as you see in these previews, is we've picked colors to complement the designs. So as you see these photographs, we've done a lot of pull color and match the color of the buttons and whatnot. So these are to line up with the photographs. And I think I mentioned it, but these photos are all student artwork. And there's a couple of videos as well. And there's photo credits up the side. So really cool. If you want to submit some photos for consideration using it next year, this goes out nationwide. If you'd like to get some of your photos, would love to have some. But again, as you scroll through, you see that they are, based on the time of year. They have some fun, theme that goes around that time of year. And it's just something that really is timely and, over the holidays. And it just makes ordering the book a lot easier. So something to consider. Of course, February, Valentine's Day. So again, the whole school year is laid out. You can see in a glance in this PDF. Happy to share it with you if you're interested. And you'll be able to see what's going to happen the whole school year. So then you can complement it, or just let us do it for you. If the sales have worked really well for you, you're done. We'll just continue doing that for you, and they line up with the school year. So anyway, I just want to show you a couple of previews of that. Let's see. I mentioned that parents can opt out, so that's always an option. One note here is these emails, as you've seen, they're laid out for the whole year, throughout the school year. They don't stop unless you ask us to stop. And you can just call or email and say, okay, we're done. But I just want to mention that because what we hope to happen for you is you sell out of all your books, right? We would love that. We'd love to help you sell more books and sell them all out so you don't have any extras sitting around. I just want to mention, FYI, that you need to keep an eye on that. So when you go to submit your book and you confirm that final number of books, right, you're going to look at on our website, and it's in real time, how many books we've sold for you online or over the phone, and how many you may have sold at school for that collective number, and that's critical. Whatever number that is, and you go to confirm it at that time, you'll want to tell us, and just again call me or email me and say, okay, we're done. Turn off the emails, because what we don't want to happen is you finish your book, you submit it, you confirm 401 books, just picking a number out of random, and then we continue to send these emails, and now you've sold 421 books, and we don't have those 20 extra books. So please know that this works. For better or for worse, it's going to sell more books. We've seen it. Just make sure you let us know to stop when you've confirmed your number of books so we don't oversell your books. So again, we have sent out the first one. The next one's coming out this week, as you saw on the calendar, and they're ready to go. They're all laid out. So you can jump in anytime you want. Obviously, the sooner the better. We need to get your name list from the office, and I can help you get that. I have a PDF that explains that from the most common Infinite Campus Power School, how to get that data on here. Again, I'll share the FERPA policy with whoever wants to see it. But please let me know. It's rolling now. School year is upon us, as we all know, and I want to help you increase your yearbook sales. So just let me know when you're ready to do that. And if you have any questions, I did want to share a couple demos, again, because we're doing this monthly format. It's going to be a little bit longer on the podcast here, and I have a couple demos I want to share with you that are common topics that we talk about this time of year. First one being uploading images. So I'm going to show you a quick little video. I think this one's about 3 minutes, and then I will be right back.
This tutorial will show you how and where to upload your images. When uploading images, there are a few things to keep in mind. Images must be in the JPEG, PNG, TIFF, or EPS format. The images that come from your digital camera will be in the JPEG format by default, so most of the time you won't even have to think about this. PNG, TIFF, and EPS files will typically only apply to specialty graphics that you upload. JPEG is the preferred file format for digital images, and it's the JPEG images that will be color corrected by the plant prior to your yearbook being printed. You can upload up to 50 images in one batch. We'll see more about this in a moment. And there's no limit to the number of images your school can upload. But it is good to be a bit selective when uploading images. It's best if you don't just upload every picture that was taken of a particular event. Try to select the best images of a particular event to upload. To upload images, navigate to the library by clicking the Library button along the top. Then go to the Images section of the library by clicking Images along the left-hand side. The Images section of your library contains all the candid photos that you'll upload for use in your yearbook. To upload images, click the Import button along the left-hand side. The Import Images dialog box will open, and you can click Browse to go out to your computer or your network drive to select images to upload. If you'd like to select more than one photo, hold down the Control key on Windows or the Command key on Mac and click on Multiple Photos. If you'd like to select a range of photos, you can click on the first photo, hold down the Shift key, and click on the last photo to select the whole range. Once you've selected images to upload, click Open, and these images will be added to the upload list. You can upload up to 50 images in one batch, so if there are other photos that you'd like to include in this batch, you can click Browse again, navigate to a new folder, select those images, and click Open. Those images will then be added to your upload list. When you're ready to upload, click the Upload button. You'll see the progress bar for each image as it's transferred to the server. If you're uploading lots of photos, this may take a little while. You're able to minimize the Import Images dialog box by clicking on the Minimize button at the top. That will hide the uploader and will allow you to go to other parts of the program and continue working, even while your upload is taking place in the background. When you return to the library, the Import Images dialog box will still be there, and it will show you that the upload has been completed. When an upload is complete, you're presented with this button at the bottom, Tag Photos. When you click Tag Photos, you'll see the batch of photos you just uploaded, and all the images will be selected. This makes it very easy to go to your Topics panel to tag the images. It's best to tag the images as soon as they're uploaded, so it's easy to locate them in your library. There's an additional tutorial that covers specifics about tagging images.
I wanted to share that with you this time of year because, again, that's just what we're all doing right now, right? We're taking all these pictures from the first day of school, and we need a place to put them. I wanted to cover that so you see how to upload them to the program and work our way towards, creating the pages, but we got to get them there first. As Mark said, he showed you how to tag photos. That's really important for those of you who've been on Yearbook. We need some sort of file organization. So tagging photos, it's really easy to do it as you upload the pictures. I encourage you to do that rather than waiting until later, because then you have thousands of pictures and you're not sure where to start, and it's a little daunting of a task. So keep in mind, the sooner you do that, the better. Second video I want to share with you today is a demonstration on setting up your ladder. So once you get all these pictures ready, what do we do with the book, and how do we plan out what's going to be on every page? So I'll be right back.
In this tutorial, we'll look at how you set up your ladder in Y Online. This tutorial covers features for advisors and assistant advisors. When logged into Y Online, click the Design Your Yearbook quick link on the home page or the Book button at the top. In the Book module, you'll see what in yearbook terminology is called the ladder. The ladder is a visual representation of every page or spread in your book. There are thumbnail previews for the current contents of each page, And to the outside of each page, you see information such as the status of the page, the planned contents of the page, and staff members assigned to the page. In this tutorial, we'll cover how you can set up the ladder with this information. I'll switch over to this Y Online book that has an empty ladder. You apply page topics to the ladder using the Topics tab on the left. You'll see a list of all the available topic tags in the pane to the right. You can create new topic tags simply by typing in the topic and clicking Add. It's recommended you watch the tutorial on creating topic tags and that you've created or are beginning to create the master list of topic tags for all the topics in your yearbook. To apply a tag, select a page and click the tag. If you wish to remove the topic tag, click the tag again. If you'd like to assign multiple pages at a time, you can hold down the Control key on Windows or the Command key on Mac and click multiple pages. Or you can select a range of pages by clicking on the first page, holding down the Shift key and clicking on the last page to select the whole range. With multiple pages selected, you can then assign the same topic to all the selected pages. Assigning staff to pages is a similar process. Go to the Staff tab on the left. When you click to select a page, you'll see a list of all your staff members in the pane to the right. If you need more information about setting up staff members, see the Help topic listed on screen. To assign a staff member to a selected page, click the box beside the staff member's name. You can assign more than one staff member to a given page. If you would like to assign multiple pages at a time, select multiple pages just as was shown earlier with the topic tags. With multiple pages selected, you can then assign staff members to all the selected pages. Staff members and assistant advisors can only change pages to which they've been assigned in the ladder. If you want to assign an assistant advisor to every page in the book, you can do this in Staff Setup. Edit the assistant advisor user, check the box for Auto Assign, and apply the changes. He or she will then be assigned to every page in the book. I'll now go back to the Ladder tab to see the results of my page assignments. And that's how you set up your ladder in Y Online.
If you're like me, I'm a planner and I like to plan out the school year. If you're looking at a blank spread like that or a blank ladder, it can be a little daunting where to start. Everything's blank. So I love how Mark showed how to, add topics, make it your own, because you're going to see a default list when you log in, but you can customize that to make more sense for your school, and then assign those to the pages either for your own knowledge. If you're doing the yearbook for yourself, it's kind of a nice roadmap, if you will, so you know what's going to happen later in the school year as you build the book. If you're collaborating and working with someone else on the yearbook, or even students, if you're involving students, it's a great way to clearly communicate what's on every page of the book and assign, who's doing what. So again, that was on setting up the ladder. Any questions, feel free to rewind and watch that. There's other help tutorials, as he pointed out on screen, under the help button when you log in. But I want to share that one with you today. The third topic I want to share with you today is activating templates and artwork. This, again, is one of those subjects, once you get the pictures taken, you kind of plan the year and what's going to be on every page. The most common question next is, how do we make the page? So this is going to show you how to activate some of the artwork and templates and all that fun stuff that we provide if you want to use our stuff. And I say that because you can design your own pages from scratch with the tools, just drawing boxes and different shapes for photos. That's fine. You can use our templates as they are and drag and drop and just put your photos in, or any hybrid of the two. So if you want, what I find most helpful is, staring at a blank page, how do I create the Halloween page, for example? Where do I start? Go to our templates, find something that looks as a good starting point, drag it on, and then modify it to fit your needs. So all of our stuff is completely editable. So I encourage you to look through the stuff we have as, if anything, just a starting point, copy and paste, enlarge, reduce photos, remove text, add text, whatever you need to make it fit your needs. So this is a quick tutorial on that. This one's just about 2 minutes.
The Herff Jones collection of templates and artwork are shown in printed form in the Wise for Yearbook booklet and the graphics booklet that came with your yearbook kit. When you're logged in, go to the library by clicking the quick link on the home page or the library button along the top. In the library, you'll see tabs along the left-hand side for images, portraits, templates, and art. To activate templates for use in your book, go to the Templates tab and then click on the Import Templates button. If you're logged in as an advisor, you'll see this screen where you can choose to import HJ templates or templates from another order. If you do see this screen, just choose HJ templates and click Next. In the dialog box that opens, you'll see folders for the various template collections. To activate a template, expand the folder by clicking on the arrow to the left. Click on the name of the template and you'll see a preview in the pane to the right. To activate a template, click to check the box to the left of the name. When you've checked the templates you want, click OK, and these will be activated in your library. You follow the same process for art. I'll open the Art section of the library and click the Import button. In this example, we'll use the search function to locate the art I want to activate. In the search field, I'll type in the artwork code just as it appears in the graphics booklet, and then click Search. That piece of artwork will be located and activated in the panel. You can activate as many graphics as you want. Just be sure to click OK once you've selected the graphics to activate them in your library. You can also activate assets from the library panel when you're editing pages. At the bottom of the panel, you'll see a link that launches the import dialog box, allowing you to add assets without ever leaving page design. And that's the basics of activating templates and artwork in Y Online.
Again, I hope you find that as a helpful resource to use, change, make your own, whatnot. One thing I did want to comment and add is you noticed that Mark showed the search feature. That was something we added. And on that topic, I just want to mention we will be making some improvements throughout the school year. You'll be getting communications that explain what's changing, but there's some exciting new things coming to the program here that will just roll out in small little pieces throughout the school year. So just want to give you a heads up on that. So in closing, I hope that was a helpful way to start. Again, welcome to the new school year. I'm excited to see what you're going to do this school year. I look forward to talking with you soon. Please feel free to email me anytime, call anytime. We can schedule time to talk on the phone, virtual meeting, meet in person, kind of review any plans you might have for the school year, answer any questions you might have. And again, remember those first two critical topics we talked about at the start, yearbook sales and coverage. So you saw an overview of the parent email campaign. I would encourage you to consider that. There's no cost to you, the parent, the school. It's completely free because we know it works, and we're happy to do that. So happy to discuss the privacy topics and instructions on how to gather the information we need as far as reaching out to the parents via email. So feel free to reach out and I can explain that. We can talk through that together. So have a wonderful day. I look forward to talking with you soon, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.